What the fuck is up, guys? My name is Nick, you're watching LaughNGrowFat Reviews, and today's review is about Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves. What can I say that hasn't already been said? Maybe that it's about as fun as your mama's asshole. Sure, that hasn't been said. But what does that mean, I hear you asking? Well, it could mean that your mom's asshole is really fun. Which it is. Or it could mean that Sea of Thieves is full of shit. Let's go ahead and answer that question, but with a twist. See, I keep hearing everyone talk about how great the multiplayer is, but I want to add something new to the conversation. So, I played it in solo. I mean, you don't want your brand new $60 game to hinge on having friends, do you? Now, before we get started, I'm just going to respond to your comment before you finish typing it. You can say all you want that it's supposed to be played in multiplayer, but the fact of the matter is that it has a solo mode. And they wouldn't have put it in if they didn't want you to play it. It may not be the most ideal way to experience the game, but it doesn't fucking matter. It's available, so I'm gonna play it. So I think the best way to show you how Sea of Thieves is played is just walk you through a voyage. Voyages are basically the missions you do, and they make up the bulk of the game. There are 3 main factions, and they all offer a specific kind of voyage. The merchants have you find and deliver product. The Order of Souls has you go to a skeleton stronghold and kill some skellies. And the Gold Hoarders have you go on a treasure hunt. X marks the spot style. So we'll be going on a Gold Hoarders treasure hunt for our voyage. First, you choose a voyage. Doesn't really matter which, they're all randomized anyways. Then go find your boat. The boat you get depends on how many players are in your crew. So mine is the dinky one, because I'm in a crew of 1. One is the loneliest number that you ever knew. Then, take a look at your treasure map. This tells you where the treasure is and what island you can find it on. So then we just find this island shape on the boat map. The world in Sea of Thieves isn't procedurally generated, so you start to learn where all the islands are after a while. Now that you know what island to go to and what direction to go in, you can set sail. Quick tip though, make sure that you zoom out the map so you and your destination are both visible. This map updates as your boat goes along, so it's smart to check it every now and then so that you stay on course. But since we're in single player, you don't have time to actually go in and move the map around, so it's just easier to have it positioned before you take off. Now that we have our destination set, just pull up your anchor, turn your boat in the right direction, and open the sail. Now as you're sailing, you may come across something of interest, like this shipwreck. Of course, I checked it out and, well, there's nothing here. Wait, what's that sound? Oh my lord! Stay away, 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 stay away! Oh, fuck! Fuck you, you fucking fuck! Once you're ooh, I'm lightheaded after that. Once you're arriving to the island, you need to straighten out your boat and raise the sails so you can slowly arrive. We wouldn't want any holes in the boat, because patching those up by yourself is a bitch. Now just drop the anchor and GTFO. Look at your treasure map, find the spot, dig the spot, kill the skeletons, get the chest, bring it back to the boat, sail back to where you came from, and sell the chest. Wait, what? Sell the chest? I fucking found it! It's my chest! Why the hell would I sell it? Oh, it's because you can't open the chest to get loot. Instead, you just sell it for gold. And then you use the gold to— Jesus Christ, this shit is expensive. 5,400 gold for a pair of fucking shoes? Fucking 140,000 gold for yellow boat. I only got 128 gold from that chest. That would take like a billion voyages to get that much gold. This is a problem. As far as I could tell, this is the objective in Sea of Thieves. Do one of 3 missions over and over and over and over and over and a million times over again until you get enough gold to buy all the best gear. That means hair, beard, eye patch, peg leg, hook hand, hat, shirt, jacket, pants, belt, gloves, shoes, sword, pistol, blunderbuss, sniper rifle, shovel, compass, watch, tankard, accordion, hurdy-gurdy, telescope, lantern, and a fucking bucket! What is the purpose of having a gold-plated, jewel-encrusted bucket? I guess when my ship is sinking, I can at least drown in style. By now, you probably see the issue. How can I feel compelled to keep playing if the things I'm doing are boring and the rewards I get are useless? I mean, there are other types of voyages, although they're just as boring and offer the same measly rewards, and even if I got rewarded significantly more gold per voyage, it wouldn't change the fact that I'm not compelled to do any of it, which is a shame, because the game is fucking gorgeous. It has the best water I have ever seen in a video game, and sometimes you just stop what you're doing to— oh shit! And sometimes you just stop what you're doing to take in the scenery. It really can be breathtaking. But it's wasted because exploration is non-existent. As far as I could tell, there's no reason to explore anything. I mean, yeah, every now and then you might come across a shipwreck or a kraken or something, but there's no reason to get lost in the world, because there's nothing to get lost in. However, while I was making this video, there were two important updates that got released. One of them allows you to play in a closed party, which means I can use the big bad galleon while I'm in solo. So I did, and it's a fucking nightmare. The boat is so big, I have to run all the way across the ship to drop the anchor. Speaking of the anchor, it's supposed to require multiple people to pull up, so when you do it by yourself, it takes fucking forever. Pretty much everything on this boat takes forever because all of it wants you to have multiple people. Now, I'm not complaining about this. I totally get why the boat is this way. But what I don't get is how 4 people, only 4 people, are supposed to man this ship. You can't play 6 or 8 player. It's just too fucking big. There are 3 sails, 8 cannons, and the anchor is so far away from the wheel that you might as well have 2 people man that as well. And then who's going to sit in the bird's nest? Who's gonna watch the map? Who's gonna play the music? It seems like it's so big that even 4 people would be running around like chickens, preferably the kind without heads. Although one nice thing is that it has a plank, so then when I inevitably come to terms with the terrible decision I've made, I can fucking kill myself. The second update added a new expansion, The Hungering Deep. It's cool. It adds a shark boss, I guess. You know, I could really care less. It adds a new quest line and that's cool, I guess, but it just accentuates the problem the game already has. The reward of finishing the quest line and beating the shark is none other than a cosmetic piece for your ship. Well, yeah. But that's not all. If it wasn't bad enough, the quest line and rewards for finishing are timed. So you better get it while it's hot. Better stop playing State of Decay 2 so you can get in on this shit. Now, I was originally going to make this a 2-part video, and in the second part, I was going to compare this to God of War. But I just decided rather than making this 2 parts, let's just make it 1 part and I'll include the God of War comparison in this video. I need to get this shit out before E3. So when I say compare, I don't mean looking at why God of War is so much better than Sea of Thieves. They're apples and oranges. It's like comparing dicks and buttholes. They just aren't the same thing, no matter how much you want them to be. So instead, let's answer a question. Why did God of War do so much better than Sea of Thieves? Well, I think it comes down to the philosophy that Microsoft holds as a publisher compared to Sony. So it's all about giving you the big budget AAA experiences you want. God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, Detroit Become Human, Spider-Man, all of these games are very much what you expect when you spend $60 on a AAA game. Or at least hopefully Spider-Man is. We don't know yet. But what about something smaller like Everybody's Golf? Everybody's Golf! Well, that game wasn't $60, it was $40, so thus you lower your expectations going in, much like what they did to State of Decay 2. It's only $30. This is the first problem with Microsoft's mentality. They marketed Sea of Thieves like this grand AAA experience, and then charged you full price, and then under-delivered. When you spent $60, you expected a fulfilling experience, and that's not what you got. I mean, if it had been $30 or $40, it would have been much less disappointing to figure out that you bought the foundation to a game and that you'll get the rest later once they update it. I mean, if you would have known that, you would have just waited until it was cheaper and has been updated a bunch. I mean, it's not like they lied about what was in the game, they just didn't tell you how shallow it is. Which leads me to the second problem. Their marketing was vague as shit. They didn't give enough of an idea of what to expect from Sea of Thieves. I mean, what is God of War?
It's a third-person action game.
See what I mean? But Sea of Thieves is, what, a first-person, multiplayer, ship exploration, adventure sandbox? I don't fucking know. I've played the game, and I can't even tell you what the fuck it is. And this is a problem. When your game isn't easily identifiable, it is imperative that you let me know what the fuck it is. If you don't, I'm left coming up with my own ideas, and that's exactly what you don't want, because then I'm gonna be disappointed with what I actually get. Yes, ultimately God of War did better, because most people think it's a better game, but they could have done better to control our perception of Sea of Thieves, curb our expectations, and make us feel comfortable buying it. Instead, they treated it like they treat Halo and Gears of War. I don't think it was intentional. I'm not trying to tell you that Microsoft is evil and tried to scam us. If you like Sea of Thieves, that's great, that's fantastic. And if you worked on Sea of Thieves, that's also great. I'm not shitting on you. I know that real people worked on this game and they had real passion behind it. I don't think it was malicious. I don't think it was money hungry. I think Microsoft made an honest mistake and that Rare was just too ambitious and couldn't deliver us the experience they wanted to. But when I break it down, it's just a bunch of poor decisions. And it's sad because Microsoft really needs that success. And I hope that they get that success. I mean, E3 is right around the corner. When I hear people say it's like No Man's Sky, I think it's ridiculous. Comparing it to No Man's Sky is doing a disservice to No Man's Sky, because even No Man's Sky had more to do at launch than Sea of Thieves does now. When I play Sea of Thieves, I'm reminded of the wasted potential, and that's what really grinds my gears. I'm imagining an amazing adventure with an interesting plot that I can take on solo or with friends, upgrading and customizing my ship and crew. I'm supposed to be a pirate, for Christ's sake! Why can't I have an epic crew to boss around? It's just so much disappointment, and unfortunately, disappointment is all I feel while playing Sea of Thieves. I found this article from Eurogamer where they interviewed one of the developers at Rare, and he said, why can't a game just be about having fun? And I 100% agree with that sentiment. But at the end of the day, in order to make that argument, your game actually has to be fun. Thanks for watching this video today, guys. If you like it, make sure that you smash that comment.
Smash that comment.
Yeah. And go ahead and check out Totally Original Let's Play. It's the Let's Play that I do with my boy Steven. You can also check out Animal Crossing Amigo Festival. We do a new episode of that every month. That's with my homie Zane. In case you're a fan of the channel and you've been around for a very long time, no, I'm not going to be doing E3 videos this year. You're welcome. And that about wraps it up. So make sure you laugh a lot, eat a lot, and have fun doing it. And you'll see me in the next video. I don't know why I'm so angry.